Did you know? By the time you hit 65, you've already lost nearly 70% of your body's natural collagen. That's not aging. That's a crisis hiding in plain sight. Starting as early as your 30s, collagen quietly slips away, 1% gone every single year. By retirement age, your knees creak, your joints swell, and your legs feel like they've aged twice as fast. And yet, no one tells you why. Here's the shocker. It's not just getting older, it's a collagen collapse. And what's worse? 99% of older adults have no idea that a few specific fruits can trigger collagen repair in just 12 to 48 hours. No injections, no gimmicks, just nature and science working together. So before we dive into these game-changing fruits, do me a quick favor. Like this video, share it with someone you care about, and hit that subscribe button to stay updated with elderly health tips. You don't want to miss this. Let's get started. I'm sure you'll be absolutely surprised by the number 1 fruit. But for now, let's move on to fruit number 8. According to a 2020 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, consuming 2 sun-gold kiwis per day for just 6 weeks led to a 60% reduction in oxidative stress biomarkers in healthy older adults. That's significant. Oxidative stress is one of the key drivers of collagen breakdown, joint inflammation, and vascular aging. Now here's something even more compelling. A separate randomized clinical trial at the University of Otago in New Zealand, cited by Harvard Health Publishing, found that eating just 1 kiwi daily raised plasma vitamin C levels by up to 150% in vitamin C-deficient adults. That increase was enough to normalize inflammatory cytokines and improve joint range of motion in subjects over 60 years old. Why does this matter? Because vitamin C is the gatekeeper of collagen production. Without it, your body simply can't create the structural proteins that hold together tendons, cartilage, and ligaments. And collagen isn't just for beauty. It's the literal scaffolding of your knees, hips, and spinal discs. Now, let's zoom into one specific benefit that hits home for many of my patients: knee pain. Cartilage in the knees starts thinning in our 40s and 50s. Without enough collagen and the vitamin C needed to make it, the wear accelerates. Kiwi comes in like a repairman. Thanks to its high antioxidant profile, particularly its mix of vitamin C, lutein, and polyphenols, kiwi helps protect joint tissues from further degradation. One study published in Nutrients, 2022, found that older adults who consumed kiwi fruit daily experienced statistically significant improvements in joint flexibility and pain perception within just 28 days. This was accompanied by lower CRP levels C-reactive protein, a well-known marker for inflammation. Older adults often suffer from sluggish bowels, bloating, and irregularity, especially when fiber intake is low. Kiwi contains both soluble and insoluble fiber, a rare combo that helps improve stool consistency and frequency without causing gas or cramping. According to a clinical trial published in the American Journal of Gastroenterology, 2018, 2 green kiwis per day significantly improved chronic constipation symptoms in older adults compared to psyllium husk. Participants reported easier bowel movements, less straining, and reduced abdominal discomfort. And here's the key. That benefit came without the side effects of over-the-counter laxatives like dehydration or dependency. Plus, kiwi's enzymes, particularly actinidin, aid in protein digestion, which is often impaired in seniors due to reduced stomach acid. Now a word about the skin. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Eat the fuzzy skin? Really? Yes, really. That fuzzy skin is rich in flavonoids, vitamin E, and fiber. And if washed well, or better yet, if organic, Eating the skin can increase total antioxidant intake by up to 50%, according to a 2021 review in Food Chemistry. These antioxidants help fight free radical damage that accelerates skin aging, vascular stiffening, and neurodegeneration. And for the heart, kiwi has shown promise in lowering blood pressure. In a Norwegian study published in Blood Pressure, 2015, hypertensive subjects who ate 3 kiwis daily for 8 weeks saw an average drop of 10 millimeters of mercury in systolic pressure, better than those who ate apples. That's comparable to what some people get with low-dose ACE inhibitors. But without the dry cough. Fruit number 7. Pineapple. As a doctor who's been treating older adults for over 40 years, I've learned to pay close attention to natural compounds that reduce inflammation, especially when prescription drugs cause side effects. And one of the most powerful, yet overlooked tools in my toolbox is pineapple. What makes pineapple so special isn't just the vitamin C. It's a unique enzyme called bromelain, found most abundantly in fresh pineapple stems and flesh. Bromelain has been studied extensively for its anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving effects, especially in seniors with osteoarthritis. Let's look at the numbers. A 2021 study published in Phytomedicine found that people with moderate to severe knee arthritis who took 500 to 1,000 milligrams of bromelain daily for 30 days experienced a 41% reduction in pain scores, comparable to the effect of NSAIDs like ibuprofen, but without stomach upset or blood pressure spikes. This is huge, especially for older adults who can't tolerate long-term pain medication. Now here's the key. While you can get bromelain in supplement form, many of my patients see real benefit just by eating fresh pineapple daily. Not canned, not dried, and certainly not the sugary syrup-packed kind. Fresh, raw, and, if possible, with a bit of the core included. That's where bromelain is most concentrated. As we age, our stomach acid tends to decrease, making protein digestion harder. Bromelain acts as a proteolytic enzyme, meaning it helps break down protein into smaller, easier-to-absorb pieces. That's especially helpful for older adults who feel heavy or bloated after meat-heavy meals. Some studies, including one from the Journal of Medicinal Food, show that bromelain can also help reduce inflammation in the gut lining, which may ease symptoms of mild gastritis or IBS. Again, we're talking about food as medicine. Now, there are some common mistakes people make. Many seniors I talk to say, "I eat pineapple. I buy the canned rings at the store." Unfortunately, most canned pineapple has added sugar, and the high heat used in processing destroys much of the bromelain. You're getting the flavor, but none of the medicinal value. So here's what I tell my patients. Choose ripe, fresh pineapple, not green, not overripe. Cut it yourself if you can, and keep a bit of the core. It's fibrous but potent. Eat it on an empty stomach, ideally in the morning or between meals, so bromelain isn't blocked by other proteins. Fruit number 6. Guava. When we talk about vitamin C, most people immediately think of oranges. But here's what most of my patients don't know. Guava has 4 times more vitamin C than an orange. That's not a typo. It's a powerhouse, especially for older adults who need collagen support and joint protection. According to a study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Food Sciences, 100 grams of fresh guava contains about 228 milligrams of vitamin C, while the same amount of orange offers only around 53 milligrams. That makes guava one of the most concentrated natural sources of this essential nutrient. Vitamin C is critical for collagen maintenance. As we age, we don't just lose collagen. The collagen we do have gets weaker, more brittle. Guava's antioxidant compounds, particularly vitamin C and lycopene, help preserve existing collagen structures, keeping tissues firmer, more elastic, and less inflamed. A clinical trial published in the Asia-Pacific Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that daily guava consumption for 6 weeks significantly reduced inflammatory markers, particularly in older women with mild arthritis. Participants also reported improved skin elasticity and joint mobility without any medications involved. But here's where many people go wrong. They juice it, they add sugar, they strain the fiber, and in doing so, they remove the very things that make guava therapeutic. Vitamin C is water-soluble, yes, but most of guava's antioxidants and fiber are in the skin and flesh. That's why I always tell my patients, eat guava fresh, whole, and raw, skin and all. If you're concerned about the texture, slice it thin and chill it. It's much easier on the palate, and the crunch is actually good for your jaw and dental stimulation, especially in older adults. Let's not forget guava's benefits for the immune system and blood sugar control, too. Several studies, including one from Nutrition and Metabolism, show that guava's polyphenols help regulate post-meal blood glucose spikes, which is crucial for seniors managing type 2 diabetes or prediabetes. It also supports wound healing, an issue many older adults struggle with due to delayed tissue regeneration. Fruit number 5. Papaya. Papaya is one of those fruits I recommend again and again, especially for my senior patients. It's not just sweet and easy to digest. It's a digestive enzyme powerhouse with surprising benefits for aging joints and connective tissues. The star here is papain, an enzyme found in ripe papaya that helps break down protein into absorbable amino acids, which are the building blocks of collagen. And as you probably know by now, collagen is what keeps your joints smooth, your skin firm, and your muscles from feeling stiff and brittle. A clinical study published in Frontiers in Nutrition, 2021, showed that daily consumption of papaya for just 2 weeks significantly reduced joint stiffness and knee pain in older adults, particularly those with early signs of osteoarthritis. The results were even more noticeable when participants paired papaya with a moderate protein diet. Now, this makes sense. As we age, our digestive efficiency declines, especially with protein. Many older adults eat enough protein, but their bodies can't break it down efficiently. That's where papain comes in. It doesn't just support the gut. It helps us absorb the nutrients that keep joints and skin healthy. Let me tell you about one of my patients, Larry, 69, a retired postman from Florida. Larry had nagging knee pain and was feeling tight after every morning walk. I asked him to make one change: add 1 cup of ripe papaya to his breakfast every day. He blended it with a handful of ice, Greek yogurt, and, yes, a teaspoon of papaya seeds. Those seeds are bitter, but packed with enzymes and healthy fats. 2 weeks later, he called me and said, "Doc, I don't know what's in that orange fruit, but my knees don't lock up like they used to." His flexibility improved, his digestion got smoother, and he said his post-meal bloating almost disappeared. That's no accident. Let's not forget that papaya is loaded with vitamin C, too, even more than oranges, gram for gram. According to USDA data, 100 grams of ripe papaya contains around 60 milligrams of vitamin C, making it a serious anti-inflammatory food. And vitamin C, as we know, is essential for both collagen synthesis and joint repair. Papaya's benefits don't stop at joints. It's also a gentle food for people with acid reflux, slow digestion, or constipation. The combination of fiber, water content, and digestive enzymes makes papaya ideal for seniors who often feel sluggish after meals or struggle with bowel regularity. But, like with any natural remedy, the form matters. Avoid dried papaya snacks with added sugar, Avoid green, unripe papaya unless you're cooking it specifically. What you want is ripe, soft papaya, slightly orange and fragrant, not mushy. And yes, you can eat the seeds, but in small amounts. They're strong, so I usually recommend starting with half a teaspoon blended into a smoothie. Fruit number 4. Blackberries. Blackberries don't just taste great, they heal. Especially for older adults dealing with chronic inflammation, poor circulation, and joint pain. This fruit deserves a permanent spot in your morning routine. The real magic lies in their color. That deep purple-black hue comes from anthocyanins, a group of plant pigments known for their powerful anti-inflammatory and collagen-protective properties. These compounds have been widely studied for their role in reducing oxidative stress, particularly in aging tissues. One study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that daily consumption of blackberries reduced markers of inflammation by 25% in subjects with early-stage arthritis. The participants reported less stiffness, and even more surprising, improved joint mobility after sleep. That part matters a lot. Morning inflammation is a common complaint in my practice. Older patients often wake up with stiff fingers, swollen ankles, or knees that feel locked. When I ask about their diet, fruit is almost always missing, or it's limited to bananas and apples. Anthocyanins not only reduce inflammation, they also help preserve collagen in connective tissue. That means less cartilage breakdown, stronger blood vessel walls, and more elastic skin. For older adults, this isn't just cosmetic. It's about preserving functionality and circulation. And there's more. Blackberries are high in fiber and vitamin K, both of which support healthy blood flow and bone strength. For people on blood pressure medication or blood thinners, consistent blackberry intake may support vascular elasticity, reducing the risk of micro tears or bruising. But timing matters. If you eat blackberries in the morning, especially on an empty stomach, their anti-inflammatory effects seem stronger. That's because overnight, the body accumulates inflammatory markers, especially in joints. Blackberries may help flush out some of that buildup and reduce early stiffness. Let me give you a tip I often share with patients. Choose organic or wild blackberries if possible. They have higher anthocyanin content. Avoid berry-flavored products or juices. They're often full of sugar and contain none of the anti-inflammatory compounds. If fresh isn't available, frozen blackberries are still highly effective as long as they're unsweetened. Fruit number 3. Strawberries. Strawberries aren't just sweet. They're a natural defense system for aging joints and skin. Especially in seniors, this fruit works on a molecular level to protect the very fabric of your body. Collagen. The science behind it is strong. Strawberries are rich in ellagic acid and vitamin C, two compounds known to block enzymes like MMPs, matrix metalloproteinases. These enzymes break down collagen in your joints, skin, and connective tissue. When left unchecked, they accelerate stiffness, sagging, and degeneration. A study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, 2017, showed that seniors who ate 1 cup of fresh strawberries daily for 2 weeks experienced a 37% reduction in joint inflammation markers, especially CRP, a key blood indicator of systemic inflammation. That kind of reduction in just 14 days? That's food acting like medicine. Vitamin C in strawberries supports collagen synthesis, while ellagic acid works as a natural enzyme blocker to prevent collagen breakdown. This dual action makes strawberries one of the best fruits for seniors concerned with joint health, skin sagging, and connective tissue weakness. But form matters. Don't reach for canned strawberries or sugary jam. These have added sugars, and are usually heat-processed, which destroys most of the antioxidants. What you want is fresh, organic strawberries, rinsed well, and eaten raw. Frozen strawberries are a decent backup, as long as they're unsweetened and minimally processed. Another bonus? Strawberries support cognitive health and circulation. Their flavonoids, especially fisetin, have been shown in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition to support memory retention and blood vessel flexibility, which is critical in aging brains and hearts. Fruit number 2. Blueberries. Blueberries are one of the most powerful anti-aging foods I recommend to my patients, especially those struggling with joint stiffness, swelling in the legs, or collagen loss. What makes them so effective is their trifecta of nutrients: anthocyanins, vitamin C, and manganese, all working together to preserve and rebuild collagen, improve circulation, and reduce inflammation. Let's talk data. A clinical study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that adults who consumed a cup of wild blueberries daily for 14 days experienced a 38% improvement in joint mobility and a noticeable reduction in lower leg swelling. The participants also reported easier walking and less morning stiffness. These results weren't seen with processed blueberry products, only with the real thing. Now, here's where it gets even better. Wild blueberries, often smaller and darker than the conventional ones, contain twice as many anthocyanins. These compounds act like cellular bodyguards, blocking enzymes that break down collagen while also boosting blood flow to connective tissues. Let's break down why it works. Anthocyanins reduce inflammation and support capillary health. Vitamin C stimulates new collagen production. Manganese is crucial for collagen cross-linking, the process that gives connective tissue its strength and structure. That combination helps not only your joints, but also your tendons, ligaments, skin, and even blood vessels. Another reason I love blueberries for older adults? They're brain food. Studies from Harvard Medical School show that regular blueberry intake is associated with slower cognitive decline, improved verbal memory, and better motor coordination in seniors, all of which decline with age and poor circulation. But form matters. Again, avoid juices, flavored yogurts, or dried blueberries with added sugar. What you want is fresh or frozen wild blueberries, organic if possible. Eat them on an empty stomach or with high-fiber breakfast foods like oats or chia. Keep it consistent. Daily intake shows the best results. The special fruit in the number 1 spot. Amla, Indian gooseberry. Amla, or Indian gooseberry, is one of the most potent natural sources of vitamin C on Earth. And for older adults, that matters more than ever. What sets amla apart isn't just the quantity, it's the bioavailability. Thanks to its high polyphenol content, the vitamin C in amla is absorbed more efficiently and remains stable in the body longer than synthetic supplements. Now let's look at the clinical side. A 12-week study published in Phytotherapy Research, 2020, showed that adults taking daily amla extract saw a 24% increase in collagen density in their skin and connective tissue, along with a 42% reduction in joint pain, especially in the knees and hips. Those are powerful numbers, and not just cosmetic. Let me tell you about one of my patients, Gordon, 68, retired firefighter from North Carolina. Gordon came in with aching knees, trouble standing up in the morning, and visible swelling around his elbows and ankles. Instead of adding more medications, I suggested something simple. Amla powder stirred into warm water each morning with a little lemon juice and raw honey. 3 months later, his swelling was down. He was walking more confidently, and in his own words, "I feel like my joints have WD-40 in them now." So how does it work? The vitamin C in amla supports collagen production at a structural level, but it also acts as a natural antioxidant, helping neutralize free radicals that break down joint cartilage, damage skin, and impair circulation. And remember, collagen isn't just for beauty. It's the scaffolding of your joints, the strength behind your tendons, and the elasticity in your blood vessels. In addition to that, amla's polyphenols, like emblycinin A and B, have been shown to reduce inflammatory cytokines, particularly TNF-alpha and IL-6, both of which are elevated in osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. And that's why so many seniors who use amla consistently report less morning stiffness, better joint flexibility, smoother skin tone, and improved energy after waking up. Now, here's how I recommend taking it. Use certified organic amla powder, not tablets filled with fillers. Mix half a teaspoon with warm water, add fresh lemon juice and 1 teaspoon raw honey. Drink it first thing in the morning, on an empty stomach for best absorption. Some of my patients even sprinkle a pinch into smoothies or herbal tea. So if you've been waking up stiff, moving slower, or just feeling like your body isn't bouncing back the way it used to, maybe it's time to stop blaming age and start nourishing your collagen from the inside out. These natural remedies aren't magic, but they work if you stay consistent. Your joints, your skin, your energy, they're all worth investing in. And if this video helped you even a little, please take a moment to like, share it with someone you love, and subscribe to Elderly Health Tips so you never miss out on simple ways to feel better every day. You deserve to move and live with strength. Let's do this together.